Greetings everyone, please don't forget to click that like and subscribe button. Brian Wainstein, known as the Steroid King, was an international steroid dealer with strong ties to organized crime. Born in Ireland, he operated a global steroid trafficking network, supplying performance-enhancing drugs across multiple countries, including the US, Canada, and Europe. His operation made him a multi-millionaire, but it also put him on law enforcement's radar. Wainstein was arrested multiple times, including in 2013 in South Africa at the request of US authorities for allegedly running an illegal steroid distribution ring. However, legal battles delayed his extradition. His dealings reportedly linked him to underworld figures, and he was rumored to have connections with gangsters and hitmen. On the morning of August 18th, 2017, Wainstein was at his luxurious home in Constantia with his fiancée and young son. At around 1 a.m., a group of armed men stormed the property. The attackers were highly organized and appeared to have inside knowledge of the layout of the house and Wainstein's security arrangements. They disabled the alarm system and CCTV cameras, ensuring that their movements would not be recorded. Wainstein was confronted in his bedroom, where he was shot multiple times at close range. His fiancée and son were unharmed, suggesting that the hit was targeted specifically at Wainstein. The assailants fled the scene without taking any significant valuables, further indicating that the motive was assassination rather than robbery. A few months later, Fabian Cupido, Matthew Breet, and his brother Sheldon Breet were arrested. Matthew Breet, who had served as Brian Wainstein's bodyguard, struck a plea deal with the state, agreeing to testify against others involved in the crime. The murder of Wainstein was revealed to be a meticulously planned underworld hit orchestrated and facilitated by his two trusted bodyguards, Matthew Breet and his brother Sheldon Breet. This shocking allegation was part of the state's case against the Breet siblings and two Cape Flats gangsters accused of Wainstein's killing in August 2017, an event that shattered the tranquil atmosphere of Hohenort Avenue. The state's summary of the conspiracy unfolded like a script from a Hollywood gangster film, detailing a plot that began in a Mitchell's Plain tire dealership. There, Matthew Breet and the dealership's owner allegedly hatched the plan to assassinate Wainstein. 7 days later, on August 17th, the day of the hit, the tire shop boss, his associates, and two gangsters, Fabian Cupido and Cheslin Adams, a member of the Spoilt Brats gang, met with Sheldon Breet, Wainstein's bodyguard and business associate. According to the state, Adams was chosen as the triggerman, while Cupido was assigned the role of getaway driver. Around 9 p.m., the gangsters, along with a third man who later turned state witness, conducted a reconnaissance of Wainstein's luxurious home at 29 Hohenort Avenue. Later that night, Adams and Cupido collected their getaway vehicle, a VW Golf GTI, near the N1 Century City off-ramp. It was there that Breet allegedly provided the hitman and the unnamed state witness with a detailed layout of Wainstein's property. Adams and the state witness reportedly entered the house undetected and made their way to the main bedroom, where prosecutors claim Adams shot Wainstein in the head. A post-mortem examination revealed that Wainstein died from multiple gunshot wounds to the neck, which extended to the base of his brain. Notably, the state's indictment highlighted that there was no attempt to disguise the hit as a robbery, as only 100 rand and 7 cell phones were taken from the scene. Sources suggested that the phones contained incriminating evidence of Wainstein's ties to the underworld. Shortly after the murder, the Breet brothers arrived at the crime scene. According to the state, Matthew Breet answered a call from Cupido to confirm whether the mission was accomplished. While the state's summary did not specify a motive, other court hearings earlier in the year revealed that Wainstein had been embroiled in a turf war over Cape Town's nightclub protection and extortion rackets. In the weeks leading up to his death, Wainstein had reportedly been trying to uncover who had ordered a hit on him, a search that ultimately ended in his brutal assassination. Hours after a heated phone call between Liffman and Wainstein was shot dead in his bed at his Constantia home while sleeping beside his fiancée and young child. The chilling details of the call emerged during proceedings at the Cape Town Magistrates Court in February 2018, where an audio recording was played.
bastard, you cunt. I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna fuck you up, you faggot little cunt. Come, Mark, come. You little shit. Fuck you. Come here in Cape Town, come. You fucking brave little cunt. You got fuck all. If I see you, I will destroy you. Do you understand me?
This explosive conversation was played during the bail application of 5 men accused of being involved in a violent struggle for control of Cape Town's nightclub extortion racket. The individuals Nafis Modak, Colin Boyson, Ashley Fields, Jacques Cronje, and Carl Lacaille were arrested on December 15, 2017. Lacaille's lawyer, Rushdien Rudolph, presented the recording as evidence during the proceedings, aiming to demonstrate that Liftman had a hand in the group's arrest and was actively working against them. A startling revelation emerged as the bodyguard, who implicated Jerome Donkey Boyson and Mark Liftman in the murder plot, testified in the Western Cape High Court. He detailed how he attempted to conceal his involvement in the crime. The bodyguard, along with his brother and Kishore Naidu, allegedly orchestrated the plan to kill Brian Wainstein, granting hitmen access to the victim's property. Ralph Stanfield and his wife, Nicole Johnson, were close friends of Wainstein. A month before Wainstein's murder, an assassination attempt on Ralph Stanfield failed. According to the state, Wainstein suspected Liftman was behind the botched hit and had planned to retaliate by killing one of his bodyguards. The indictment further alleged that Liftman later conspired with the 27s gang to eliminate Wainstein. The document states, Mark Liftman indicated that he was not willing to pay more than 250,000 rand, as he had already paid 500,000 rand for the hit on Stanfield, which was unsuccessful. Shortly after Liftman's arrest, Jerome Donkey Boyson and alleged 27's gang boss William Red Stevens were granted bail of 100,000 rand each on the 22nd of December 2020. In the aftermath, bodies began to pile up, possibly as part of revenge attacks for the murder of Brian Wainstein. Just days later, on the 28th of December 2020, an attempt was made on Jerome Boyson's life. He was unharmed in the shooting at Durbanville Memorial Park in Cape Town, marking the 7th known attempt on his life. His son, Joel Boyson, also survived 2 assassination attempts in 2023. On the 2nd of February 2021, William Red Stevens, the 27's gang leader and the 3rd accused in the Wainstein case, was shot dead outside his home in Kraaifontein. In March 2021, Jason Mates was gunned down outside his home in Mitchell's Plain. Mates, who had alleged ties to the 27S, was among the 16 individuals arrested in connection with Wainstein's murder. On the 13th of October 2022, accused number 8, Anthony Amir van der Watt, was killed in a hail of bullets at the corner of Prince George Drive and Peach Street in Retreat, while driving between Polesmoor Prison and Kraaifontein. Nearly 2 years later, on the 3rd of November 2024, just a day before the Brian Wainstein case was set to resume, Mark Liftman was shot and killed at the Garden Route Mall. Fabian Cupido was sentenced to 40 years for the murder of Brian Wainstein, while Adams and Matthew Breet received 25 and 20 years respectively for their roles in the killing. Fabian Cupido is believed to be the same man who in 2017 attempted to assassinate Jerome Donkey Boyson by injecting him with snake venom at a Belleville hospital after he was shot 4 times at Cape Town International Airport. The Brian Wainstein case remains ongoing despite being postponed twice in November 2024 following the murder of Mark Liftman, who was the first accused.